Chris Gunzz here with two-time lightweight champion and one of my all-time favorite fighters, a guy who never gave less than 100% of whatever he had on any night that he stepped in the ring. And the ring is exactly where he was this past Saturday night when he fought Keith one-time Thurman on Showtime in the main event. Of course, I'm talking about none other than Julio the Kid Diaz. Thanks for joining me so quick after the fight, Julio. How you feeling today,
bro? Hey, Chris. Feeling good, man. Just recuperating, getting some rest. Just a little sore.
Yeah, understandable. 25-year career, two-time lightweight champ, and you never quit until Saturday night. It takes a lot to get you to quit, obviously, and a rib injury is responsible for it. What round did it happen in?
That round, right before the bell rang, somewhere, a couple, 10, 20 seconds before, I got caught, but then I got that late reaction where when the bell rang, I was walking to the corner. I just felt the whole side got numb, I couldn't catch my breath. And, the beginning, this guy has power with both hands. And I did feel his power, but once shook me up a little bit, and then I got caught towards the back of the ear. Mm-hmm. It kind of blanked me out. That's when I took the knee to recoup a little bit. And then, once I got up, I snapped out of it. I go, okay, we're in a fight now. So that's when I started, feeling better. The punches up in the head, were not that bad no more. I was very shooken up. But then that body shot I didn't expect that really got me.
Yeah, it's hard to fight with a broken rib, especially when you're fighting someone who hits as hard as Keith Thurman. At least that's how they advertised him.
Yeah, I've always tried to be very honest and give credit when credit's due. And, I've had fights where these guys are supposed to be something, and then I tell you, what, he's really not that. It's all just a hype. But, that's why I told you, I'll be the judge of that. And honestly, this guy, he does have tremendous power with both hands. And the thing with him that he's so unpredictable. He's kind of wild and unpredictable. That's why it's hard to see the punches he's throwing. And he throws every punch with bad intention. Every punch is a bomb, and he does carry the power. So he's a very dangerous fighter.
Yeah, would you say it's thudding power, or is it more because of his speed?
No. It's just he has a heavy hand, a heavy arm. It just even the punches I was blocking, they just go right through your guards. He's a heavy hitter, and then he swings like he's swinging a bat. I'm telling you, every punch he throws, he just throws it with bad intention. He don't have no setup punches. Usually you throw 1, 2 to set up the hook, and no, every punch he throws is a power shot with both hands. So, this guy's gonna make some noise.
Yeah, and the first round had some really good exchanges. Of course, he did get the better of you in that round, but you still got your fair share of hits in yourself. You still touched him. You were obviously did enough to keep him honest and stuff. Did you feel his power in that first round? Did you know that you had a serious hitter in your?
Yes. Once he started, I caught him with a couple shots. I knew we were in a hard fight now, and I kind of just threw my game plan out the window. I was, what? I better just go at it because it's a matter of time before you get caught. So they just fight and hope for the best. Hope I catch him before he catches me. And I just took it to him and got reckless pretty much. But I didn't want to play it safe. I'll box this guy, go for 4 or 5 rounds, and then get caught and get stopped. So what? At least I'm gonna try to put up a fight and try to catch him before he catches me. Because I knew every round that went by, it was dangerous. Every shot he throws, it's just a matter of time until he lands the right one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and in the second round, it went kind of similar to how the first round went. It was fought pretty evenly until about a minute left to go. Then he kind of hit you with it was a solid punch, but it was kind of an upside-down jab, mixed slash uppercut. Whatever it was, it looked powerful, and it looked to shock you a little bit. You didn't go down, but you went to the ropes. It brought like an ooh from the crowd, but you stayed up. About 20 seconds later, though, you took what looked like a grazing shot on the top of the head, and it caused you to take a knee. Was that from that shot alone, would you say, or was it lasting effect from that punch that happened?
It was a combination of both. I was already little tipsy from that punch, and then when he grazed me towards the top of the head, that took me up. That just got me. Like, okay, kind of backed off a little bit. So I didn't know if he was on me. He was gonna, try to finish me off. I couldn't see him. So I go, let me take a knee and try to recuperate a little bit. I don't want to give him that. And then the next round, when I got caught with the body shot, I was in the corner trying to catch my breath. I remember Joel asking me something, but I couldn't respond. I was choked up, and pretty much all we were gonna do is just let the bell ring, get up, and go let him finish me off. That's basically what was gonna happen. So I think the smartest thing we should do was just we ended the fight. Just be smart about it. Yes, I could have went out on a shield, could have done it like a true Mexican, a warrior, and satisfy the public. Go back and get knocked on my back. But for what? I'm too old for that. I was basically just gonna walk out that ring to get put out. I didn't want to end my career like that on my back.
Yeah,
you gotta know. You gotta know when. What? You gotta live to fight another day, or just to walk away.
Yeah, you did catch him in the third round. You came out. Did you come out for that third round? Because the Showtime commentators mentioned that you said that it's possible that you might have to open up against this guy and go to war. They mentioned that you said that. Now, did you go out for round 3 to do that? Because you caught Keith with a shot, a left hook that kind of looked like it got his attention. Did you feel like you caught him with a good shot, and did you feel like you had the possibility to hurt him like that?
No, I never caught him with the punch that I could say, man, that was a good punch. I finally caught him. I was never able to catch him. All his punches were, because I'm telling you guys, it's not what he seems. I didn't even expect it. Just seeing him just on TV or just seeing him, he looks pretty basic, no defense. But he does have, in a weird way, he has his defense that works for him, that very awkwardness. And then he's just always in a position to strike. And when you go at him to throw, he steps back to make you miss and catches you. You always tell him in the corner, hey, you don't fall short. You're falling short. But I was definitely trying not to, but he makes you. He kind of leans forward with his hands down.
Yep.
Kind of to invite you, and as soon as you swing, he'll step back and catches you. You're right. I was running out to his uppercuts and his punches. He has this awkward style that kind of like a street fight type of guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very unpredictable.
Yeah, towards the end of that round, you got cut over your right eye, and that was about the same time that the punch that hurt your rib happened. Did you know going back to your corner that was going to be it?
No. Actually, when I got caught, I was trying to just kind of suck it up a little bit and just go through it. But then as a couple seconds more, that pain just got incredible. I couldn't even breathe a little bit because my rib will expand and it would just hurt more. I had to hold my breath. And as I was walking to the corner, it just got worse and worse and worse. And right when I sat down, I remember my cup under my shorts, my cup,
mm-hmm.
It pushed like towards inside my stomach when I sat down, and that right there just got me.
Yeah, and they actually interviewed the referee after the fight was over. Jack Reese was the referee, and he said that he did his usual checking on each fighter in between rounds. He goes from corner to corner and looks at both fighters. He said, as usual, he did that again. And he said that he heard a heated discussion between you and your corner. What was being said there? Were you trying to suck it up and go out for the fourth, or was it your corner trying to make you go out? Maybe?
No, Joel told me, he goes, hey, dude, he asked me something in the corner, and then when I answered, I was trying to answer, but I couldn't because I didn't have I couldn't breathe. I was out of breath from the voice, and he asked me again, and I was like just trying like trying to answer him, but holding my breath, and he goes, "Are you alright?" And he said, I don't remember, but he said that he saw me like just like I couldn't breathe, like I was but he thought I was like dazed. I was knocked out. He didn't think it was like something with the body. He thought I was like punch hurt from the head or something.
Yeah.
And I couldn't tell how much. I think that's when the referee showed up and John said, "You know what? I'm gonna stop it." So.
Yeah, and the way you sounded in your post-fight interview sounded like you were calling it a career, and I know that some decisions are made hastily like that after a fight. It's not the happiest time in your life to go through a defeat and stuff, and we see a lot of fighters announce their retirement only to renege on it and actually fight again. But I saw that you posted on your Facebook, and I follow you on Facebook, of course, and you pretty much said the same thing you said in the ring, and you asked your fans, who you have a lot. You had tons of people like your posting that you put, about 1,000 people.
Like 1,000 people.
Yeah, 1,000 people, and countless other people commented on it, and that's enough to give you just to let you know that they appreciate what you gave, and long career and stuff. So how are you feeling right now in terms of fighting again? Are you thinking about it? Or are you thinking it's
no? You know what? Yeah, of course. I would love to fight. I feel healthy. I feel I could compete. I could still compete. I could beat a lot of fighters out there. But if I'm gonna be competing not at an A level, I'm gonna be competing at a B level. There's no point exposing myself anymore and getting caught. There's so much things that you gotta think about, take consideration. You gotta. I got 4 kids. My kids are getting big already. You gotta know when enough is enough. This is a hard sport. You see it every day. These fighters getting hurt, and they just. You don't blame them. Sometimes they come back because they need a paycheck, or that's the only thing they know how to do in life. But you know what? It's a big risk. It's a lot of hard work, and I don't want to expose myself to that risk. I wouldn't do it to my family. Seeing me get knocked out on TV or getting something more serious, end up in the hospital. And I know from this point on, if I stick around, all I'm gonna be is that former world champion testing out this 20-0, a 15-0 prospect we just signed, this 18-0. I'm gonna be their stepping stone, to make their name, and and I don't want to do that. I respect myself. I respect my fans. I respect my family too much to do that to them. And to be a punching bag, basically, I don't want to do that. Mm-hmm. And I get mad when I see these fighters, like I saw Eric Morales, which I was a big fan of, Marquez, I was a big fan of, and I was like, man, these guys, and these guys are financially set. I mean, because the payday they make, I'm nowhere near that.
No.
And I was like, man, why not just walk away, dude? Like when Marquez, he closed his chapter perfect with Pacquiao.
Yep.
And then here he comes back and he gets schooled by Bradley. I'm like, why do you come back for what? Like, there's nothing else to be proven. I don't want to be that like a person like that. I want to walk away, and people remember your last performance as a good one, and don't disgrace your career, because people always remember just your last performance.
Exactly, and I love the certain fighters, and everyone wants to see the fighters that they love watching come back and fight. I would love to see in the ring again, but there's something great about the way Marvin Hagler did it, and Joe Calzaghe and Lennox Lewis.
Yeah.
I like how they did it. They did it on their own terms.
Yes.
When they said so. I like that.
Yes. And I wanna be like that. And trust me, I'm not your Pacquiao or these kind of guys as persons, But to say, I'm set already, I'm gonna retire. No, I'm gonna go back to normal society and get a job like everybody else and live a normal life. I don't care, but be safe. I don't want to. If I cannot do something at 100% and on top of my game, I don't want to do it half-ass, And for one, because it's dangerous. 2, it's embarrassing. And 3, it's just humiliating. come back down. And I know at this point I'm gonna get calls. To be fighting at a local ballroom, local little casino here. To build up somebody's record. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. This sport's too hard, too dangerous to do that. I'll let them move on. I did it while I could, how I did. And I could still perform. I could still, be many fighters out there and stuff. But to get opportunities again, this is my third loss in a row. It don't look great. I don't like to be shown with my record how it's going. Now 10 losses. You know what? It is what it is, and I have to.
Yeah, I understand, and I'm glad that you're doing it on your own terms. That's the way it should be. Now, what?
Still healthy, thank God, and I'm able to move on. I don't want to wait to a point where I'm not even functional no more.
Yeah. And Keith Thurman saw enough of you to give you a lot of respect, and he mentioned that after. And what we didn't see, what we didn't hear on TV was that Team Diaz and Team Thurman actually rode back to the hotel that you guys shared. You guys stayed at the same hotel.
That was funny, man. I mean, we were down there at the alley waiting for the bus to take us back to the hotel, and we were the last ones there, So when the van got here, hey, come on, guys, wait for the other one. Oh, it's cool. Come on. So we rode together. We were side by side. I was squished up, almost on his lap and shit. I was like, but he was cool. I always try to be a professional all my life. It's a job, it's a sport. It is what it is. He did his part, I did my part, and we both came out fine. And it is, you move on. It is what it is. You gotta move on, and I don't take it personally.
Yeah, and did Keith say anything to you about the fight, or did you tell him anything?
Yeah, he was telling me, you know what, man, you're a tremendous fighter, and you have some power, man. He goes, I was trying to take you out before you get momentum, which is really what he did. He attacked me early, really quick. He goes, I don't want to see you get momentum, because that's what Sean Porter and Amir Khan did. They let you get momentum and get comfortable. That's where your experience came in. So that's basically what he did. He tried to, he tried to put a stop to me before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I like. I like both you and Keith Thurman. I didn't like when this fight happened because I like you both and I root for both of you, and I didn't like that I had to watch this fight. But you guys are both well-spoken guys and honest guys, and you don't look at it like I have to hate my opponent and stuff. I would have liked to hear that conversation. That's great. And you are well-spoken, and you're bilingual, and you come from a fighting family, and you have options. You don't have to fight again, and I'm glad about that. But you mentioned how being a normal man now, you get a job, but your brother's one of the best trainers in the game, and I know that you help him out in his gym. Might you actually try your hand at training? Might you try to open up your own gym?
Yeah, we'll see. You know me. I've always been different. I've always took the working route. I've had my company for 10 years now. For construction, heavy machinery, and so forth. But I've always enjoyed being out there in this business, and so now I just dedicate 100% myself to my company, and try to build it bigger and just continue. Put my whatever I earned in my career, I try to put it in the right places to make it last.
Yeah, I hope that whatever you do, you stay in the public eye. I talked to you a few nights before the fight, and you were as calm as you are right now. You won't allow hype to creep into your way of feeling, getting ready for a fight. Being somebody who's in the sport for your entire life, that's going to do that to you. You said that you're going to be able to tell me how it was fighting Keith Thurman after the fight, and you did that. And you also could tell me what it's like to fight Sean Porter and Amir Khan. That was the three guys you fought in the welterweight division who pose a risk and are major players in the division now. Who would you say is the fastest out of all three of them? Sean Porter, Amir Khan, and Keith Thurman. I'm sorry, I'm here. I hear like a bunch of static, but now it cleared up. It sounds much better now. But You fought Sean Porter, Amir Khan, and Keith Thurman on Saturday night. Who would you say is the fastest out of all three of them?
I think Sean Porter has more speed, but he's more of a basic fighter. He's easier as an opponent because you predict what he's gonna do. He's jab right, 1-2 hook, 1-2 hook, jab right. It's pretty basic for somebody with me with experience. I just roll with those punches. Amir Khan is really fast, really fast.
Yeah.
But you don't have that pop. You don't have that heavy pop. Keith Thurman has a heavy power pop, and he's unpredictable. You can't see what he's gonna throw. He would throw me a jab, and it was an uppercut. It was a right hand, and it was a left hook. So it's harder to catch or block a punch that you don't know where it's gonna land.
Yeah.
That's why I give more credit to Keith Thurman because of that, because of his funny, awkwardness, uncomfortable style, which works.
Yeah. So if all three guys fought each other, you'd expect Keith Thurman to come out unbeaten.
Yes, definitely.
And would you say he has the best chance against someone like Floyd Mayweather? Still pound for pound?
I think so. Yes, I think so, because he carries that power, and even that could break through a guard. Like Mayweather has that good defense guard, but that power will break you. No matter what he hits, it hurts. Even in the shoulders, the body, and because of him being so awkward and that ugly style that he has, it's harder for somebody like Mayweather to try to read him and work off of him. So I think that's what happened with Maidana and Broner. Maidana used that ugly, wild style, just swing away, and that worked for him. You cannot try to be smart and outbox Broner. He's slick and fast.
Yep. Yeah.
You gotta give them something opposite of what they are.
Yeah. Now that you mentioned Maidana, what is your take on that fight, Floyd and Maidana, happening Saturday night? What's your take on that?
I think Floyd, no problem.
No problem?
No problem.
Yeah, I doubt Floyd's gonna risk his record. If he does indeed retire after 50 fights, he's got 3 to go or 4 more after this. So I don't expect to see him in the ring with Keith Thurman or Sean Porter. But it's interesting because you fought them both, and I wanted to ask you that who you expected to come out if the two went toe to toe, and you said Keith Thurman. What about Omar Figueroa? He fought Saturday night on the undercard of you and Keith. You get to see him up close. WBC lightweight champion. He's trained by your brother Joel too. So you're
and I fought with him too.
Yeah. What do you think of him, and what did you think of this fight?
He has a lot of potential. I think he just young, just to mature a little bit. And I think his worst enemy is himself. I think with a little more dedication and discipline, from his part, you can show what he really got. I think he gives up a lot of advantage with himself. I think he needs to put 100% in his preparations. I think he's relying too much on his power, and then he knocks everybody out. That's why he always counts on that. But sometimes like this guy, sometimes they don't go down.
Yeah.
You're gonna need the energy to go 12 rounds.
Yeah. And did you think he deserved the decision over Jerry Belmonte?
The decision? I didn't see it. I was in the dressing room.
Yeah. And so I guess you didn't see the fight that happened before your fight with Lucas Matisse and John.
I heard it was really good.
So you didn't get a chance to watch it either, huh?
No.
You're just busy trying to feel better.
Yeah.
And
I just watch it.
one thing I just wanted to ask you, how did it make you feel being a proud guy the way you are? And I think that Lucas Matisse fight and John Molina fight coming before your fight is a big reason that the crowd expected more and wanted more. But how much does it bother you to get booed or to be thought of as someone who quit instead of...
Well, of course it bothers me because that's never been me in all my life. That's just not me. I've always been a warrior, and I've always tried to do this and that. But at this point, it don't matter. It don't matter, and I really don't care. those who really know you, those who followed your career, those that have really stuck around you and know how you are, they know how you are. You know, everybody, not just in boxing, in my personal life, everybody who knows me knows how I am. Without boxing, the attitude I have and the heart I have, you know, I'm just too proud. And you know, for some of the things I quit just like that. I mean, I'm telling you. In fact, people who know me, they're like, yeah, for you to just allow it to stop, you must have been really hurting.
Yeah.
You know, because the way I am, you know, I all these years, all my life, I never canceled a fight, not even once. I never showed up to a fight and I made weight. I've never quit in a fight. I took everything they gave me. I always accepted every fight, even to the last fight. You know, I could have said, "Oh no, Keith Thurman, that's too dangerous. I'll take an easier fighter." No, I just took everything they gave me all my life. You know, and I always tried to do the best I could with what they gave me. And so, you know, but it really don't bother me. You know, whatever they say, but at this point, it doesn't really matter because I ain't a boxer anymore, and that's history. So.
And Julio, whatever you do from here on out, it's great that you have options, and I'm glad you do. And I just hope that you enjoy it as much as the fans have been able to enjoy you. You've been a credit to the game and a credit to the sport that your family's in, and you brought it along further than how you found it. You're a two-time lightweight champion. You spent your whole life in the sport, and I hope you have no regrets going out in your own terms like this. You have a beautiful family. I looked at your pictures on Facebook, and they're beautiful, and I'm glad you get a chance to enjoy it and watch them grow. And as a young guy still yourself, and I just wish you all the luck, and I'm going to keep in touch with you. I don't care if you're out of the game altogether, but I'm going to get in touch with you and get your picks on upcoming fights, whatever.
Good. Thank you, Chris. I really appreciate you guys' support all this time, and you know, you have a friend here, and I'm always a phone call away.